Hey folks, how you doing? Hey, guess what? I finally got my phone cleared. Holy mac, that was 3 hours. 3 hours I spent taking videos off my phone. I know I should start deleting some of them, but I think it's good to keep them for prosperity. You know, just in case channel disappears, I still have the videos. YouTube has a thing, you can't download your videos. And if they shut down your channel, videos are gone. So I save them all. Anyway, I'm talking about stuff that doesn't matter. Look at that beautiful sun. Woo! Just not the cars. The sun. Yeah. Hey, alright, so let's talk. I said I would tell you a little something about conspiracy theories. Now, I made up a huge list. Huge list. Oh, it was a big list. Made up a big list and said that of all the things that were conspiracy theory before in the last 2 years, and then I realized where I was posting, so I had to throw the list out. So okay, all right, let's talk about conspiracy theories. All right, did you know a conspiracy theory is an idea that some sort of organization or entity has control over a certain event or circumstance? I think I got my definition slightly wrong, but you get the gist of it. Yeah, it's pretty messy along here. Homeless people, I guess, live here. I haven't seen anybody, but yeah. Anyway, so you get the gist of it. So let's look back in history. People called it crazy, absolutely crazy, that the U.S. military declared war. Well, not declared war, instigated escalating a war in Vietnam by shooting at empty water. That's crazy talk. What are you talking about? They were shooting PT boats. Well, it turned out, nope, it's true. The USS Mazix, which instigated escalating the Vietnam War, fired off torpedoes at empty water and claimed they were shooting at torpedo boats. Wasn't until declassified information came out that this was proven to be true. Okay, all right, yeah. I mean, U.S. military. I mean, they're not going to do that twice, right? They're not going to instigate a war on false premise twice. Like, come on, let's be real here. Well, it turns out in 1990 there was a 15-year-old girl who stood up and claimed Iraqi soldiers were taking incubators from the Kuwaiti hospital and dumping the babies on the ground to perish. That is actually heartbreaking. I would want to go to war for that. That's a lot of garbage. I would want to go to war for that. And the U.S. did. But it turns out, this was all fabricated. This little girl, she was the Kuwaiti ambassador to United States' daughter who made this claim and justified the reason to go to war in 1990. 91, somewhere in there. The first Iraq war. Yeah, that was all a conspiracy theory though. Who would make up such a story? That's just ludicrous. Yeah, well, Canadian government isn't so great, or the pharmaceutical industry. You see, let's start with the Canadian government. No, we'll save that one. We're going to start with the pharmaceutical industry. You see, in 1980, right around 1980, Bayer was accused of having their hemophiliac drug causing AIDS. That's absolutely crazy. Pharmaceutical industry doesn't harm people, it cures people, doesn't it? That's ludicrous. That's crazy talk. That's conspiracy theory. Turns out it was true. And not only that, but instead of pulling all these drugs off the market, nope. They pulled them off Western markets and gave them to Asia and Latin America when they improved the product for Western markets. Yeah. Pharmaceutical industry is there to help us, right? Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Canadian government. Canadian government isn't so innocent. You see, back in the 1960s, it's kind of funny, kind of ironic. The Canadian government was developing gaydar. Yes, that's what it was called, gaydar. That's crazy talk. A radar detecting homosexuality in employees. What? That's just crazy talk. Nope, it was true. The Canadian government hired a professor to create a system in which they could identify homosexuals working in the Canadian government, and they subsequently fired those employees. Yeah. And then in 2022, the Canadian government followed more conspiracy theory. They're actually the instigators and the perpetrators of conspiracy theory. But the thing is, this conspiracy theory is false. It is not true. This is not one of those conspiracy theories that comes true. They lied to the Canadian people to justify the assault of Canadian citizens. Yeah, we're the conspiracy theorists. Yeah, not CBC or the Trudeau government, right? I explained it in the last video. Yeah, conspiracy theories. Welcome to the Fringe.